Good morning, everyone. We knew that this announcement would come at some point in time, and as promised, we're informing the community, all of our community, that there is now a confirmed case of COVID-19 in Eau Claire County. We've sent this information out broadly. It's also posted on our Facebook page and our web page. We want to make sure that media is here today to know that we do have a positive COVID-19 case in Eau Claire County. We were notified of that this morning. We are here today to share what we know. Because it's a new information to us, there is much that we are still investigating. Right now, I also want to be clear that there are privacy laws in place that we need to follow. There's certain information that we will not be sharing with anyone today. We do know that this individual recently traveled to an area outside of Wisconsin, likely had exposure in another state. The individual is home and isolated and is well. We have been told that they have been in self-quarantine since the time of travel. As we do for all communicable diseases, we're working to identify anybody who may have come in contact with this individual in order to limit the spread of disease. Anybody that has been in contact with this positive COVID-19 case will be self-quarantined for the next 14 days. Again, quarantine is for well people that have been in contact with a positive case. They will be self-monitoring for symptoms and will stay home for those 14 days. There is nothing new that we are asking the public, the general community, to do at this point. The reason for the state measures that have been put in place over the last week or so is to really limit the spread of disease for the general public. Our work in public health is now to limit the spread of disease from this case, and we do that with other diseases, and we're prepared and doing that now. Again, there's nothing new that the community needs to be doing. We continue to tell the community, like we have been all along, that they should stay home if they are sick. They should wash their hands, and they should limit their contact with other individuals as much as possible. We want to make sure that people are staying well and we are not spreading disease. We are continuing to follow the state guidelines on mass gatherings related to the 10 people or more. We know that this may be concerning. We want people to know that this is the work of public health to do follow-up on communicable disease like this, and we are doing that work now. We will continue to update you regularly. We have a planned 3:30 media event, and we will continue with those media events. What we learn between now and then, again, given privacy rules, we will share as much as information as we are able to. So again, we do have our first positive COVID-19 case in Eau Claire County. We are doing the follow-up and assuring that the public is safe and healthy, as our jobs are importantly there to do. So I can certainly entertain any questions. Yes?
Do we know the severity of this case?
Do we know the severity of the case? What we know at this point in time is that the individual is home and is well. We are right now having the follow-up conversation with that individual, and we will have more information about what we need to do next.
And so we don't know if they were in direct contact with someone else with COVID-19?
We do not right now have information about their direct contact. We know they have traveled, and we are still learning about the details of the case. Yes?
Do you have any details about when they were tested?
We do not have that information at the moment about the specifics on testing. We know they were tested, and we got the results this morning. Yes?
Any information you could share about gender or age of the person?
So the question was related to gender and age, and again, as I repeated, we will not be providing any specific information about the individual. We will not now, and we will not relate it to any other case. The only information we'll provide is that we have a positive COVID-19 case in the county. Yes.
Did you say if it was in the city of Eau Claire or in the county?
We will not be providing any information about the location of the individual, including what jurisdiction they live in.
Do we expect to see more COVID-19 cases pop up in the county?
The question was related, do we expect more cases of COVID-19? I think as we've been telling people all along, we really do expect with this kind of a disease that there will be additional cases. As we indicated to the media and our partners, we knew that this event was likely going to be happening, and we really wanted to match our promise to all of you that we would let people know. The numbers of positive COVID-19 cases are increasing across the state as well as across the U.S. Those numbers are posted daily, and as those daily postings happen, we will be bringing those to the 3:30 briefing. Yes?
What would you say to someone who might be alarmed by this information?
Yeah. What would I say to someone that might be alarmed? Again, what we heard this morning with a positive COVID-19 case, for the general public, there is not any new measure that they should take. We want people to stay home if they're sick. We want people to wash their hands. And we want people to pay attention to those large mass gatherings. I understand it's concerning. We understand that, and we know that people may need an opportunity to talk with someone else about that, and we encourage people to do that. There is nothing new that we are advising at the health department today, different than what we said yesterday, except for those small number of contacts to this individual when we find out who those are. We're doing that work as I speak to you. Our team is out and doing that work, and that small group will be something new where they'll be self-quarantining. The general public, I understand this is hard. This is an unprecedented time for our community and the world, and we get that that's difficult. As a mom and as a nurse, I understand that. We want people to know that really their best thing that they can do is take care of themselves and take care of each other. Look out for your neighbors, look out for your friends, and talk to them. We can still do that. Yeah.
What are the next steps for the health department now that you have a confirmed case?
Yeah, so the question is, what are the next steps for the health department now that we have a confirmed COVID-19 case? We will be continuing all of our operations as we have done. Our team is enlarging at this point to do the follow-up and to do the investigation. We have this morning, with our incident command team, expanded our team to include other partners that are available to help us. And so our incident command, which is a foreign term to most people, but it is the way we respond to events like this. We are pulling in a number of community partners to that structure so that health can very much focus on our job within the health department. And we're really pleased that we have such strong partners to do that with. Yes?
Does this mean that there's a higher chance for others in the community to get COVID-19?
So the question is there a higher chance for others in the community to get COVID-19? Again, with this specific case, we're investigating, and we will have more answers to that at 3:30. At this point in time, we do not think there's any additional risk to the general public. We will be following up with all of the contacts of this individual and having conversations with those individuals. Again, we are fortunate. We understand this individual has self-quarantined since their travel, so that is part of why we do that, so that the number of people that have been in contact with this individual is limited. So again, a general message to the public is those people that have traveled in places where there is community spread, those people that are concerned about a potential exposure, self-quarantine for well people. The reason we do that in this case and every other case is so that we have fewer number of people to follow up with if an individual does become ill. So again, thank you everybody for paying attention to our updates. We will stay true to our promise of informing the community as quickly as we know something. We appreciate people paying attention and knowing that the community will get through this together. We are not announcing today something that anybody should leave and think that there is a new disaster. We are following up and we do not have a new level of concern for the general public, and we want you to keep taking care of yourselves. Thank you.